To the Monday edition of the Bilsyt Lego Show with Henry and Bilsyt. What's up, boys?
You're a sick man, mate. You're a sick man.
Yeah, I got nothing.
But didn't I tell you we needed to shake it up to not have the same repeat? And mate, did that not play out or what?
Bro.
You're welcome.
Burn that image out of my head.
And talking about that image, mate, who's excited for Brick Built Sydney?
I think I am.
I'm getting. I mean, after our offline chat and then now, the intro to the show, I'm excited for Sydney. Helena, we're excited for Sydney. Just saying. Can we stay at your place because we can't afford accommodation?
Actually, we should probably organise something.
Well, Helena, what are you doing to organise stuff for Bilsy? Huh? He's a celeb, mate. He's a celeb.
Celeb. With the leb part in bold. Oh man, talking about Sydney and I guess areas of where you come from, Henry, have you gone down to Hammerbarn yet?
Hammerbarn?
No, you don't know?
Is that bluey thing?
Yeah.
How do you not know?
I think I saw it,
bro. The Bunnings in Blacktown is called Hammerbarn at the moment.
Is that where it is in Blacktown?
Well, that's one of the ones they changed, yeah.
And what? There's nothing different. It's just called Hammerbarn, right?
No, because in the Bluey cartoon, they go to the hardware store and it's called Hammerbarn in the cartoon.
Yeah, but there's no Bluey anything there. It's just called Hammerbarn, right?
Like, no, they're doing Bluey. No, dude, they got like garden ornaments, like merch, you name it. There's heaps of Bluey shit they're selling at the moment.
Yeah. Husband gnomes, yeah.
Hecuba, I think the husband was called.
Yeah.
It's they've definitely pushed Bluey in the Bunnings.
Oh, man.
Get down there, brother. Go tomorrow. Buy some goodies.
Too old, Henry. You need another one so you can catch up on Bluey.
That's it, mate. Pump out another kid.
You.
Mate, lucky number 8. You'll be sweet. Get into it.
Lucky number 8. Kelly's going to kill you.
Bluey toys are selling on eBay now. I don't doubt it.
That's the shit
in
thing.
the US market, they'd be going off.
That's the crap thing. In the US market, they're worth big money. Big money.
Because they didn't get Hammerbarn.
I heard your team didn't win this Arvo.
Mate, don't start me, right? So let's do a quick rundown of the Super Bowl, right?
Ellie said to me, she goes, make sure you tell Bilsy that his team didn't win.
So how's this, right? How did Helena put it? TLDR, right? Here's the TLDR. Over the last 6 months, I've been following this Taylor Swift conspiracy, right?
About Trump and her.
Yeah, and she's a Trump hater, and she's dating the quarterback for the Chiefs, and like this whole following. So Taylor Swift, powerhouse, right? She blinks, people buy friggin' eyewash. She puts a hat on, that hat sells out. She started dating the Chiefs football player. They sold out of everything merch. Every game was sold out for the rest of the year. She was going to be like, she moved markets like you wouldn't believe. Like she literally put a dent in Wall Street, right?
Really? Like so all Kansas City merch and all that went up because of her?
Dude, went up and sold out.
Wow.
Like unbelievably insane, right? And it became the number one, his jersey became the number one jersey of last year. Anyway, so you got to think, right? Queensland alone have added an extra 50 planes for the week she's in Sydney for people to fly down to her concert, right? Anyway, like she's a proper powerhouse that can move money. So long story short, she dates the quarterback. Quarterback has been a rags to riches story. Like this dude come from nothing, played, got big, got the quarterback, blah, blah, blah. They're the world's happiest couple in the world, right? Then this conspiracy theory starts where it's all played and it's all set and it's all set up because, it's a Hollywood movie like you wouldn't believe. And then literally a month or so ago, she starts doing political tweets. She starts talking about how good Biden is and how whatever it is. Anyway.
How good Biden is? That doesn't even know his own name. Anyway.
But you got to think, right? Biden never had the red-blooded American football followers. They were all Trump supporters. Make it great. Now you got that boy, girl, that perfect. Oh, look at this. They're together. It's the perfect. Mate, I'm telling you. I told a girl at our work the other day.
That's a good theory.
Dude, it gets better. I told her the other day, hands down, whatever's going to happen, they're going to win the Super Bowl. And on the back of that, it's going to be a phenomenal finish. Bro, the motherfuckers went into overtime and they won by a field goal.
In the last second, right?
Mate, eat a dick. Eat a dick, NFL. And then, how's this, right? You go even deeper, and the NFL can officially be fixed because it's an entertainment. It's entertainment. It's not physically a sport.
What?
So legally, you can fix it because it's classed as entertainment.
How?
Dude, Google it.
It's because it can be scripted, yeah.
Google it.
So like WWE or something like that.
Not to that fake extent, like there's still sports involved.
Some of the plays look so stupid. Like I'm like, dude, the guy's open. Why don't you go? Why are you letting him through?
Anyway, conspiracy theory come out true. Don't care. Taylor's in, dude. And you look today, the amount of times the camera went to Taylor Swift was like you'd think she was the halftime show, not Usher.
Yeah.
Dude, the memes out now about Taylor Swift and Kelsey and how much she's going to get nailed tonight are on fire. You know, she flew a plane from the boxes to the field to go, mate, I'm telling you, and someone mentioned it before, it was the Taylor Swift Bowl, hands down.
Bro,
Here we go.
the world is in trouble if Bilsy is right.
Kevin Googled it. It's listed as entertainment. See? I'm bloody telling you, mate. Conspiracy.
That is nuts, man. Then what are all the people that gamble on it?
Dude, why do people gamble on WWE?
Yeah, but the odds are fixed on WWE. Like you can't go, oh, I'm gonna stop talking because the more you're right, the more it scares me.
I'm telling you. Anyway, my team haven't won a Super Bowl in like 30 years, and it doesn't look like any time. So I'm still going to go sit back and be a Madden fan, you know. So haters are going to hate. I did. And the thing that makes me like the 49ers, this is just purely being an Aussie Patriot. They've got an Aussie in their team. So you kind of got to back the Aussie as well. You know what I mean?
So he's the first Aussie that could have been in a winning Super Bowl team.
Could have. Yeah. But he's from Perth, so it doesn't really count. Anyway.
Love.
Anyway, let's get back into Lego. We've wasted eight minutes, and I'm glad it was a good entry. But
actually,
hey.
Just changing that, I agree with Holly. Usher was 10 years too late. Like totally irrelevant.
Yeah. And coming from a music background, whoever did the audio for that halftime show, mate, you shouldn't even be doing audio for a freaking church. Yeah. Sack yourself. Yeah. That was terrible. That was terrible. Alicia Keys, hot as hell, nailed it. And Ludacris brought it at the end with them big, whatever them boots were. But his performance hyped to the end of it. Everyone in between, will.i.am, Jermaine Dupri, mate, they need to retire in a heartbeat. Get out of here. Get out of here. See you later. All right. Now.
Lego.
And we'll start with, I guess, a little bit diverse. We don't have too much to talk about tonight, so we really need to stretch the rubbish. Did anybody see the hints about Lego bringing out Wicked?
Oh, please. Really?
Yep. Purely people are reading in to it, but a few of the stars and, you know, there's a preview out there, but a few of the stars and a few things going around. Looks like there could be some Wicked Lego coming in on the thing.
Ew.
So Johnny says Wicked's massive, and I don't know how. I get it because wasn't Wicked the big theatre show? Wasn't that where it got massive? Okay.
It's always had a cult following.
My sister-in-law's been the witch on it in one of the theatre productions down here,
Right. They posted on Facebook about Lego bricks defying gravity. So, you know, they're giving it away without, I guess, breaking an NDA. And Holly said she was going to make a video. You know what? But jump on that train because obviously if it's big enough to have a whole new theme, and Ariana Grande's out there and big, so you might as well jump on the popularity. Why not go original Wizard of Oz? I agree, Kev. I like that idea better. But
they did in the Lego Movie CMF Series 2. They had the 4 main characters.
Yeah, they were sick, man. I gave them to my niece. I should have never given them to her. Kept them.
Exactly. But yeah, it's another theme. I'm sure we'll get pictures and, you know, things will sneak through the inboxes and whatever, and we'll talk about it more. But obviously some bright green minifigs coming our way.
Interesting.
I feel that'd be a thing. And I guess, you know, when it comes to whatever age bracket they're trying to jump into. You know, do you really go the old Wizard of Oz? This one's way more relevant for a younger bracket, so you go for this one. Universal is doing Wicked. Wizard of Oz was MGM. Oh, there's half your answer there too.
Yeah, there you go. Licensing.
I wonder if they'll do a one-off set for the Wizard of Oz for the second part. I don't know. Yeah, hey, some of the shit they've done we still question. Big in the Glee crowd. I'm 25 to 40, and I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Glee, the show.
People that like Glee would like
Wicked.
Oh, man, there's a Lego idea right now. You heard it first. Lego Glee. Actually, no, they won't do that. No, they won't do that.
Why?
Oh, because one of the guys was like a sexual predator. Like, two of them are dead now, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, they did the Flash, and look at old mate they them.
What's that?
What's his name? You know, the they them dude that did the Flash.
The Flash. Nah, I don't know.
People in the chat will know.
I'll look at Holly. Boy, Henry, stop advertising my plan. Sorry, Holly.
Ezra Miller.
Ezra, that's him.
Is he on Glee?
No, I'm saying Lego made Flash, and look how
Flash.
Yeah,
but he's not the definitive Flash. There's heaps of different Flashes.
Yeah, okay. Still,
he wasn't the Flash. They them was.
You know what though? I think it might have been on a Jay's Brick blog, or it might have been on even our old mate Cheap Jokes, cringyinstagram.com. Someone put that, you know, Lego pick and choose what they want. Who cares what's going on in the social media, in the real world, what they want to sell. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to care the history of Glee. They want to make money from Glee. Whatever's going on, they're going to do it, aren't they?
I don't think there's any money in Glee.
Probably you don't think? Glee is huge, bro.
Really? Didn't it run for like 2 or 3 seasons and that was it?
Holly, how popular was Glee?
Go straight to Holly. No, well, I mean, if it's only 2 or 3 seasons, why haven't they made, like, you know,
a sequel?
No, what's the show Tony was watching, Will? Sopranos.
Sopranos.
They went for 6 seasons. Why not Sopranos Lego?
Bro, why not Sopranos Lego? It's like my favorite show ever.
Not really practical. Was being operated. Pucker Man was okay. So the chat's going all Glee wild. Good on yous.
Yeah, we'll do
6 seasons. 6 seasons.
Never watched an episode.
Mate, we'll do Satriel's pork store in Sopranos with all the bodies they chop up, turning into sausages.
Mate, how good would that be on like a rotating conveyor?
Oh, shut up and take my money.
Mate. All right. But I agree. You know, there's that many TV shows out there that could have been better than Seinfeld, just saying. But, you know.
Cosby.
Nah, they wouldn't have had enough print for the sweaters.
Oh, Family Matters?
Urkel.
Urkel, bro. Bring back Urkel.
Bro, bring back. How old are you, man? You bring back the 80s.
Bro,
talking about. Did you know there's another Ghostbusters coming out? Or am I the only one that didn't know about this?
No, I know. I heard that.
Afterlife comes out in November.
No, it's Frozen.
Afterlife is the one that just came out.
Frozen something. Frozen something. It's called.
Oh yeah, sorry. Afterlife was the last one. Yeah.
But by the preview I saw, it looks like it's back to the original Ecto 1.
So, yeah, they uncover it in a barn. No, that was Afterlife. Fuck, I can't remember.
Frozen Kingdom. There you go. Thanks, Johnny. Frozen Kingdom.
Mate, there is nothing original in Hollywood anymore. Like zero. Like
actually, I've got to stop you. We watched a movie called Argyle on the weekend. 10 out of 10.
It looks shit on TV.
10 out of 10. Do you like Guy Ritchie movies? So like Kingsman, The Gentleman, that kind of stuff?
Another
one of them.
A spy or something?
Yeah, it's very much a James Bond rip-off with a Guy Ritchie. Loved it.
Like that one that Mr. Bean was in?
No, not that bad.
Nobody does anything edgy anymore. Like everyone's like too scared to do something that'll push the boundaries or push the limits. So they just go, yeah, just do another
We'll
you
just
know,
remake.
we'll just remake this one.
There's a
You know?
remake
Primal.
of
Kingsman
Roadhouse
church
coming
scene
out.
was a banger. Yeah, Kingsman, that church scene was brutally gory. I loved it.
Oh man,
But-
I'll give you an example, right?
Right.
And I don't know if you guys have ever watched it, Billsy. You're not that cultured, so you might not have seen it. But The Color Purple, right?
Yep.
It is a masterpiece of a movie. But let's remake it into some musical.
How
Yeah.
do you remake The Color Purple in today's butthurt society?
You can't.
Well, that's what they did. They just made it a musical.
But you know who's remade it? Who's the director? Oprah.
Yeah, I know.
She was the original slave girl.
Mate, she is the wokest person.
Kev. Anyway, I haven't seen The Color Purple because I'm not cultured and I don't really care.
It's a
Kev,
song by
someone
Greg.
rebuilt the video with Ecto One. Yeah, dude, go and search for Video Bob. He builds movie cars. There's a Video Bob. Literally, right? Video Bob on YouTube. He builds Ecto Ones, proper movie spec DeLoreans. We've talked about him before. A-Team and something else, like proper decent. There's a DJ I know in Melbourne that bought a DeLorean proper movie spec off him. Cost like 120 US, 120 grand for a DeLorean.
Should have left it alone.
But yes, what Kev was saying, Dan from Ghostbusters, what's Dan Aykroyd? He went to the studio, saw that, and like lost his shit because someone rebuilt it to movie spec.
Really?
Yeah. It's good. It's a good video.
Okay.
Right.
I like Dan Aykroyd. You know he's fully into the occult in real life?
Really?
I think I've seen that somewhere actually.
Yeah.
All right. I do have some more Lego. Kev, that's him. Yeah, I've seen the video you're talking about, man. It's a good video. All right. We talked about the hint of the dark blue grey goat last week. Now it's officially out and we can share the photos.
Yeah, let's talk about an official set, please.
Okay. Let's talk about what a waste this set is and what a piece of shit and who's wasting their money.
Why?
Because what's good about it?
No,
Tell
I
me
agree.
honestly, what's good about it? Other than the goat, what's talkable? What's different? They're just milking now the people that love the medieval era. This is not remarkable. This is not out of the world.
It's a pretty good remake of the original.
No, you know what it is? Put some fucking white roofs on it. It's in a Christmas set.
I gotta agree with you, bro. Like, and it doesn't like. How does it fit? Like wait. Rewind a step. The castle that they released, the big one, is amazing, right? Like that is legit amazing. Like I built it. I've got it. It's sick.
Agree.
Why do this as a follow up?
Hey, I want to clarify. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's shit. It's not bad, but I'm saying don't waste your money on something we can all. Everybody in this chat tonight could build of what they've got in their spare part containers.
This is less than half the price of the castle, though.
That's still too much.
What's the price on it? It's up there, isn't it? Yeah, $400.
$400. Oh, I think it's $700 by the time you put Snow White in the same transaction.
Well, that's because of the same day, obviously. But yeah, and like Holly said, it's just for me, it's not medieval. It's you know what? You cut. Just use the three houses on the left, and mate, that'd be a brilliant GWP.
The blacksmith is good though. Like you like the blacksmith was better, right?
Blacksmith was awesome because it was something.
Yeah, but this seems like it's the same thing as the blacksmith, but on Wish. Like the roof on those two buildings on the left look like they have zero effort on them. Like that's stuff.
Yeah, you've got all that thatched roof, and then you've got two like just plated roofs. The one thing that I'm really disappointed is no horse. How do you have medieval with no horse?
Yeah, he's cooking it on the logs over here. About to chop it up.
Yeah. Like the goat's cool, but no cow, no horse, no pig. Like, how's it medieval without those? Especially horse. That would be their mode of transport.
Agreed.
I don't know. Like, I just think it's a whole lot of nothing. To be honest, it's not bad because everyone's gonna buy it. Like, look, the chat's going nuts now. Like, everyone's gonna buy it, but it's not. There's nothing like, oh man, I got the medieval set, and then the next question, the next line, the next statement's not going to be, oh yeah, did you see how this building, or you see how they done that? It's straight away for everybody that bought the medieval set. It's going to be, did you get the goat?
That's disappointing. I agree. The castle is amazing. Like I was blown away with how good the castle was.
Castle's awesome. David, you got coconuts. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's a hype, and hey, there's nothing wrong with doubling down on your market. Go for the medieval shit because I know there's a lot of people out there for medieval and the whole knights and all that kind of stuff. But I just think it's almost not enough. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Sounds like a cash grab.
I'm keen for it.
3,000 pieces for $400 is probably. I mean, I guess it's probably about on par with what's been coming out. So it's not overpriced. It's priced high, but not over for what you're getting. But again, the claws for the roofs, that was a thing a few years ago and was amazing. But now you're just copy and pasting.
Yeah. Blacksmith used shields for the roof, which was cool.
And that was cool. Okay, here's a good example. Let's go back to the A-frame house, right? It was different. The roof was insane. All the logs and that down the front under the thing, everybody, there was like 4 or 5 good talking points, parts usage, new element, whatever. I'm just purely coming from Lego nerd talk. There was a lot to talk about. This one, legit, everyone's going to be like, did you get the grey goat?
Actually, I thoroughly agree with Johnny's comment there. Not every set can be a centerpiece. Sometimes you need supporting.
Johnny, if you're paying $400 for backup items, can I apply for a job where you work? For real.
I work in children's furniture.
My medieval theme park bill needs some backdrops. Can I spend $400 on what?
Do you know?
Pretty bland for $400. Like it doesn't look like a town square. It just looks like a bunch.
There's something like missing. There's something not gelling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The original town square was a lot more colourful, and it retailed for $99 back in 2009.
Yeah, I mean that's different. Hey G, Critter's on point though. I'll wait to have the goat for sale for $80. Not just Ray, mate. Everybody's going to have that goat for $80.
Ray, mate.
But in saying that, unofficially, it's about the same right time of the year for Lugbox we're going around right now. I wonder if anybody out there in the Legoverse that has a list, if there's goats this year, because I would not be surprised.
I think a lot of people are doing nominations.
This guy.
I think a lot of people are doing nominations still for their forms.
Oh, no, I get it. But no, you know what I mean? Like, when you do the nomination, you get the open catalogue, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's goats.
No, well, there you go. It's not on Lugbolt. Can build with Lego sets.
Bill, you can come back now. We're not talking about it. Welcome back.
Hey, Brent. How are you, buddy?
How are you, Brent? But you know what, though? That's brilliant for me now to go to AliExpress and buy 100 dark blue goats and just scatter brick built with them.
But didn't the CMF just come with a goat?
Yeah,
like plain white one.
So what's the big deal? Who cares?
Not now.
It's grey, Henry. It's grey.
Oh, God.
No, you know what, though? 100% that's devalued the original goat's butt. For sure.
Nobody wants an original goat now.
Not now.
You know what, though? For a $400 building, they could have painted the grey goat to make it different and make the plain white goat cheaper.
And more than one? And more than one, right?
You know what? That's funny, Primal. She has a new hat. 100%. It's the next Barbie. New hat.
Yeah.
Malibu Stacy.
Well, yeah, you know what I meant. Yeah. It's you're not far from wrong. But again, hey, medieval, they've copy and pasted 10 buildings as one, call them either town square, but the new hat is the goat. Let's talk about this in 12 months' time. The new thing will be like, X. It's and I guess that's almost the same as the last couple of modulars. The modulars haven't been exciting. They're just kind of tweaking and twerking, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think that the modulars are pretty average, man. I think they've gone downhill big time. I mean, I'm not a modular fan at the best of times, but I think but I think they're just very lackluster. Like I can appreciate the Firehouse, Parisian Cafe, all that sort of stuff. They're beautiful buildings. Most of them are crap. It's like the rest of. It's like they're following the housing market trends. Let's just stick as much stuff in and just jack up the price. And
pump them out, put in a vehicle, electric vehicle charger, and away we go.
Snow White Cottage has been one of the most sized sets for a long time. Gringotts excited for Snow White. I can back that. Snow White because it's relatable. They've got 7 proper little people. It's just done exactly how the story was.
But why don't they replicate the movie and put big legs on
them? Because no one wants to replicate that movie, mate. It's going to be a bloody.
It's going to be horrible, right?
It's going to be a 5% score on Rotten
Tomatoes.
Like the new Jack Sparrow in the new Pirates of the Caribbean. Like,
what do you mean, new Jack Sparrow? Is there a new guy playing Jack Sparrow?
Google it.
Shut up.
It's the chick out of what's she out of?
What do you mean? It's a girl.
Yeah, it's an African American lady. And she was in what was she in? Something recently. It was quite big. And she's the new Jack Sparrow.
Oh, we'll say it's a new franchise. It's a reboot, obviously, yeah?
Or a side story.
Or a side story, a spin-off, or a continuation. I'm not sure. But, like...
Oh, God. Man, this is stupid.
Game over.
So, can someone answer me? I'm pretty sure I've got an official photo, but has the Snow White photos been properly put out there yet?
Yeah, 1st of April is the release.
But the official photos are out though. I just don't want to share photos in case they're not official.
I'm laughing at Critters' comment.
I don't know.
I've seen that episode.
Not yet. All right, I won't show the photos yet. I'll show you Henry offline. But
I've seen them.
Yeah, from the and I think this is you got to give Lego credit for, and we'll talk about it when it officially comes out. But the house almost replicates the ideas, brick for brick.
Yeah. But didn't they pull it off ideas, then, canned it, and then it came back on, and then they've just sort of hijacked it again? Isn't that what's happened?
I don't know.
It was on ideas quite some time ago.
It's been on ideas, and then it didn't make the cull, and then they've just rehashed it, and it looks exactly the same as the old one. That's from what I can see, from my limited understanding of Lego.
G sent me a photo, the real goat. Look, the goat on tour.
Poe's like, can I eat it?
Oh, look, the goat met Willie Nelson. That's sick.
Willie Nelson.
You're a legend, G. You do. You know what though? Technically speaking, if you're like an entertainment fan / nerd, that's probably the most expensive goat in Australia. To be fair.
Yeah, true.
It's got sentimental value now because it's the goat.
Sentimental value, TV value, meme value, the whole lot.
So Snow White hit the 10K twice. They picked it tentatively, but then they pulled it in the end.
And then released it as their own.
And then a couple of years later, we get it.
And I'm pretty sure from the Lego ideas to this one, so maybe it's not a credit to Lego, it's a thief, but hey, it matches the ideas one.
Wow.
No, I didn't see the Deadpool trailer today. I saw Drake's leaked photo.
The Deadpool trailer. I'll be back in 3 minutes.
I haven't seen it yet. We'll watch it later. Kev, if I submitted Snow White to ideas and rejected and Lego copies it for release, I would make it pissed. Yeah. Who do you think designed the Lego treehouse?
I did.
Hey, I just put it out there. Bricklink Designer Program. There's only 2 sets left.
Yes, there is.
So those that want a general store for $220 or the Parisian Street for $470. The Castle Fortress thing went like half hour or something. I think it went.
Oh, not even. It was fast.
Yeah,
it was fast.
And credit to Sleepless Night, the designer. Like your set's $530. You're dropping 5% per sale, and you just literally made numbers and sold out.
Yeah,
Mate, you've done right. You've done good, and good on you.
That castle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
And I guess it's and I can kind of almost read your mind, Henry. It's you kind of got to step in between the lines where we can't look at this as a Lego release because it's a very much a designer set submitted, and you don't want to. Hey, if it's us in that seat, you kind of want to get behind the no-name designers. You want to get behind and support where anyone can get on that level to get to this kind of point. You don't want to rip on them. But if it's a Lego release at $530 for a castle, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from.
The designers, do Lego? Sorry, Bilsyt. Do Lego actually finesse the design again, or no? They just do it like whatever's submitted is whatever gets made.
We'll have to ask Brent. Brent will know the exact answer for that. If you're still in the chat, Brent.
I think it gets tweaked ever so slightly, but the design doesn't get taken over.
I think they structurally test it.
It's literally a mock in a box. It's for all those people that go to a show like BBX, for example, and go, oh man, I wish that was a set. This is that set.
That's not a bad way to look at it.
Yeah, it's a mock in a box. You can buy it.
Holly said, I find it fascinating that they sent these out for reviews early. Great marketing move, 100%. But it seems odd something that far out. Well, yeah.
Pre-sales. That's what it is.
Well, you answered your own kind of point there, Holly. It's let's give these to anybody that's got any sort of slight influence. RLFM's fair enough, and whoever else got them, because you don't care about the review when it's coming out. You care about the review because you're about to drop $530 on a pre-sale. It's timed smart marketing. You got to give them credit for that. But I mean, me and Bill talked about, $75 for the Snack Shack. It's what, 16, 18 studs long, and you're dropping $72 plus whatever it is. It's kind of like, you want to support the designers because they're getting a good chunk of 5% compared to the 1% Lego IDs guys get. But it's kind of at the same time, it's like, I can't see it, the value in that sense as well.
Yeah,
it's a fence sitting situation.
Nice.
That's Harry DeWheels. Is Harry DeWheels going to get a slice of that?
Well, of course he will. And it's Cafe DeWheels, my friend. Be real here. Most people outside the hardcore AFOL market don't know what Bricklink is. Yeah, but Brent, to back that up now, you've got to think the AFOL market is 10 times, 20 times bigger than it was 5 years ago. Like,
True.
Social media, big builds, and give credit to Dave Holder and Bricker Builds in them big builds. Lego Masters, this is bringing Lego into the mainstream. Lego now own Bricklink. They got on that wave and they knew it was going to happen before it happened. Mate,
that's right.
It's almost to a point now, AFOLs ain't AFOLs. Man, I go to my doctor and he's like, oh, I didn't realize I'd like Lego so much. Then I bought this one and this one and this one. And then, mate, half an hour later, you're talking about, minifigs and this and that. It's not a specialty community anymore, so to speak. It's flooded.
So you should see, even on my wife was telling me, you should see on David Beckham's Insta, or I think it's on Posh's Insta. She's like, he was building something or the other. I think it was the castle. And then she's like, David, what bag are you up to? And he's like, 10. She's like, how many more bags you got to go? He's like, 10. Or something like that. And he's just like fully nerding out building the castle or something. So yeah, man, they're getting celebrity endorsement, even though they don't seek it. They get
Dude, it's not even that. Celebrities, and the thing is, you look at Zed, the DJ, or Ed Sheeran, they're genuine fans. They're not paid for insert Lego box here. You know what I mean? And that's where the winning is.
I think on that celebrity market, Ed Sheeran's really well known for his Lego passion.
Yeah. Some more mocks. Oh, Amanda sent me some mocks. Oh, if anyone's got any mocks, send some through. We'll get onto them closer towards 9 o'clock as well. 9 o'clock our time, 10 o'clock in Mexico. Now I'm just going through this week. Obviously, has been very quiet for any Lego news. A few odd leaks here and there, but nothing really worth talking about at the moment. And this always happens. We'll have 3 weeks of exciting whatnot, and then it'll be nothing. Filler shows, stuff like that. Brent said, "I assume you went through all the BDP stuff already. I came in late." No, I was waiting for you to reply to me if you wanted to come on tonight's show. Did you want to come on now? We got plenty of time. Do we send you a link? I'll send you a link, brother. Let's get Brent on. We haven't seen Brent here in a while.
See you later.
Or you're not hanging out. You're not hanging out in your cage garage tonight. He'd probably say no. He's not camera ready. His makeup's not quite on. And here's the video Henry's talking about. Oh, Grizz, I just saw in your chat link too. Thanks, man. I am looking at your chat. Sorry I don't acknowledge it sometimes. I do see it. All right. Let me blow it up and put some sound on, and we'll have a look at the Beckham thing you're talking about. Let's go window and share audio. Yes. Okay.
There's an unusual hobby I heard about you that I didn't think that you'd be into, but you love Legos.
I do love Lego. Yeah, I grew up making Lego when I was 8, 9 years old, and actually I continue it. And Victoria always laughs at me, and she'll come down at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll still be trying to finish a piece off. And she posted something the other day because it was like 11 years and above. She was like, "Really? You're still up at 2 o'clock in the morning doing 11 years and above Lego?"
Here's Victoria trolling you on the internet.
How much longer, David? It does say on the box that it's for an 11-year-old.
I've completed this in 9 hours.
But you are 44, you know that.
Yep, and you're 45.
Did you see like a little kid though?
I am a little kid. I love Lego. It calms me when I'm making it.
How funny. You're 44. Yeah, and you're 45. Yeah. You know what, though? Like, we said it before, too. How much the Beckham documentary has made him makes everyone, you love him even more.
Yeah, he's a legend.
We'll show that shortly. As a great clapback, mate. Yeah, and you're 45. Can you send Brent the link, Bill?
Yep.
We'll get him on here. I'm going to have to go on bloody Bricklink Designer now to find his designs, aren't I? Let's hope I got it. Maybe you can just send me Adam, Grizz, buddy, Link Master. Can you
Jamie, pull it up.
Oh, Grizz did post them without me even knowing. Oh man, too good. Holly said that the Beckhams had the feature of the Uber in the Super Bowl. In the documentary how they go on about her dad driving the Rolls Royce?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that ad yet? It's a good one.
No.
She's wearing a shirt saying my dad owned a Rolls Royce, but they're talking about they're doing that, they're reenacting that scene, but to do with Uber. Pretty funny. Grizz, you're a legend, man.
While we're waiting for Brent to jump in too, just a quick shout out to our mates Rick and Caroline. They lost their puppy Ruby.
So
a quick shout out to you guys. We feel for you.
14 years, good run for a pup.
Good run. She was a cool dog. So
14 years with Ruby, but yes, shout out to the shop dog, the everyone's dog. I mean, who hasn't met the pup too? Thanks, Adam. I just got your links. I'll leave them open in the background. We'll wait for Brent to do his hair and come in and get down to his garage and change his backdrop. But we were talking off air as well today. Oh, look, my whole head's gone red. Let's turn it back to white. We're talking off air today as well. Look at his name. And I didn't even, that's his own submission.
Brent, what's going on?
Hey,
G'day, buddy. How are you?
Not too bad. I wasn't even sure if this computer had turned on because it's been so freaking hot out here over Christmas and stuff. I have not been out here for probably 4 or 5 months.
Hey, at least you only got a little bit of heat. We got tornadoes and floods. I'd rather a little bit of heat.
I mean, Gold Coast has had it coming for a while.
All your Lego bricks melted into tiles?
I'm waiting for that day. I think all my brown's going to be fucked.
Diversity, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let's get Brent on and talking about the best thing that he's good at is, of course, showing everyone up on how he can design. So run us through the whole Bricklink thing, and before we talk about the submissions and how it all happens and stuff.
It's basically, it's not the same as ideas where you just submit something, they take a glance at it and then they'll chuck it up for vote. They actually open up your file, like your studio file, and you have to lay out the step-by-step instructions before you submit it. Like I had these two knocked back once before I had to submit again because I had some issues with a piece was not in the palette, or just the instructions at a certain point were not laid out correctly. So you've got to go through a pretty rigorous process to filter out a lot of the chaff, compared to ideas, where on ideas someone can just build something. It may not even be physically possible. They'll just chuck it up and it'll start voting. Whereas this, it's more of a, it is like, it's the designer program for a reason. Like, you're the guy who's designing it. If it gets chosen, you're the guy who has to refine it. They'll give you feedback on, we need to fix this bit up here because it's a little bit unstable, or this part of the instructions a little bit hard to follow. And they'll give you feedback on that. And then you'll iterate over, I think it's like 6 months or something before it actually comes to market.
And you got 2 in.
Yeah, I've been doing 2 since the second one, because I did the arcade the first time, and you can resubmit twice. So this one you're looking at now is a resubmission. I called it something different the first time. I called it Southwestern Ranch or something like that.
That's right.
And I redid all the renders. Like, if you go back and look at the old one, it's bland and boring and no one was interested. Whereas this seems to be getting more traction now than my radio station. I was just chucking this up because I knew it had one more shot. So I thought, stuff it, I'll just do it. Didn't think it'd go anywhere, and it seems to be getting more traction than the other one.
Can I just start in saying, right, let's go and perfect bloody segue back to that medieval mess. Look at your roofs, you know what I mean? Like, you've got the 1x1 rounds at the bottom, and then you've got that lattice type setup at the top. It's different. It's moving on. It's like Lego, mate. That medieval one just pisses me off a bit, I think. But mate, I love the just complete different.
And there's a cow and a horse.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the horse changed. That's the one issue I had with this one. It's not correct in the pictures. The horse I originally used has got the main print, not the main. What do you call it? I don't know what they're called. The stirrups or whatever. The thing around
saddle. Handlebars.
But that one's been removed from the palette, so the horse I had to use has got no print at all.
Ah.
So I'm hoping that.
What is that? Is that their rules?
Well, it's whatever's in the palette. So when you start building, like, there's a BDP4 palette, you can only use parts from that palette.
Ah, okay.
And when I first started this and resubmitted it, I checked it all. It was all fine. I think I had to change the cow's color or something. And then they came back and said, no, we've changed the palette because they can iterate it over the time. The horse is gone. You have to use this other one.
You probably could have, like Helena just said, you probably could have snuck in a goat here and, you might have got more votes.
Unless it's in the palette, then it's never going to happen.
Oh, that's right, because Lego lost the template, didn't they? 10 years ago or something, they tell us?
Lost the mold.
Didn't Pablo have 2 kids, though?
What?
Didn't Pablo have 2 kids?
Oh, rough.
I thought it was a Taco Bell.
Oh.
One guy replied, like, it's obviously supposed to be a Mexican house. He's like, this building reminds me of my trips to North Africa and Middle East. So I'm like,
This week on Narcos.
We're going to North Africa. Oh man. And I get, and like with your stuff too, you know how to rock a good background. So it all kind of gives that perfect sunset feel as well. So the pictures...
that's the thing. You compare it to the last time I did it, and it's just a bland kind of blue sky with very drab colors. And it's amazing just a bit of presentation difference makes.
That's not the sunset. That's the inside of his Lego room 3 weeks ago.
Is it, Helena? Isn't this Encanto? Yeah, from Wish. But no, it's cool. I like the whip as the handrail. It's cool
It looks amazing, man. It really does.
for
wanna
the
see it?
size of it and what you've done. Like, yeah,
I'll show you this. It's probably smaller. Look, I just did a test build with added a little details just to make sure it's structurally sound. So that's the size of it. It's probably bigger
it's a
than-
decent size.
Awesome. It's very yeah.
South African, maybe.
Look at Indiana Jones on it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all. I just need to test that it structurally worked. I didn't really care about the little fiddly details because I know that stuff will work.
Nah, Henry doesn't buy any Lego.
Well, it's actually you're funny, Amanda. It's funny you say that. So me and Bill were talking the other day about that $80, $75 food van, and we're like, it's affordable, it's kind of cool, but it's kind of up there for a creator car, so to speak. And then we're like, yeah, but I guarantee if Brett done it, we'd buy it in a heartbeat. And I'm like, yeah, probably.
Yep.
I
So
did
we
like
got your
that
back,
one, but
buddy.
it's small enough that it looks like something you could make yourself. That little food truck. I thought it was really
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, great idea, but yeah, it was more that's like we'd be in it to support the designer if we knew them
That's
in that
right.
kind of a level. Yeah,
I reckon that one, if a little bit more color pop, I reckon that one would be really good. Like it's got like olive green leaves and stuff. And if the sign was normal red instead of dark red, it would pop a lot more, I reckon.
Yeah.
Or like a lobster, like a little brick made lobster on the roof.
it looks bigger than the picture. Is that what she said? Well,
I get that a
fun
lot.
comment, but yeah, she's not wrong. When you picked it up, it definitely it does look bigger in your hands than it does
Yeah, it did.
in that photo.
That's what all the girls say.
He's got little hands.
Smell like cabbage.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Can we not?
Do you know,
Brent, I've been on this stream for how many years and not get cancelled? Don't come on here and shut it all down, mate.
do you know, I'm just going to add a really wild, off-topic situation about cabbage right now. Do you know if you watch, I think it's Despicable Me or The Minions, one of them, Gru makes a cabbage comment to his mum. He busts in a room and she's doing yoga with these boys, and he's like, why does it smell like cabbage in here? Kid you not. It's in Despicable Me.
wow.
Hey, Grizz, see if you can find that comment and we'll play it. It's a good laugh. All right, let's get to the one that I love personally, obviously, because of radio and radio station. I mean, I wish my radio station looked like a mad old school one from LA back in the day, but hey. Why the radio? Actually, first off as well, why that other, your House from South or this one? Why these ideas?
Well, the other one, I don't really know why. I just always like that style of building. Like,
Okay.
I make video games for a living, and when I first started getting into it, I used to make maps for Quake 2. And I made one that's like I called it Tequila Sunrise. It was like a little Mexican adobe mansion out in the desert. So I've been doing it for a while. I know what it is. Just something about that style of building is really interesting. And this one, I know I like Art Deco. I was trying to think of something that's a bit different. A radio station, a lot of opportunity to do different things. A big tower at the back, recording studio, DJ booth.
Mate, it's just, we'll get into it in a second. It's like the perfect, like old school American, radio station.
It was like Art Deco styled, and my observation is that most of the modulars tend to be in kind of like a timeless style. Like there might be a certain era, like the 50s
That's
diner
it.
one, but they always hang around for a while. So you could be anywhere from the 20th century. So I'm trying to take that approach where it could be anywhere in that period. It might be in like a 1920s building, but there's like a rock band in there because it's a modernized building. They've put new shit in it.
Well, two things, right? It's funny. Actually, hold on. We're just going to skip back. G sent me a photo before we get deep into it. G built.
I think.
Look, this is G built this 10 years ago. He said.
Yeah, he's got a lot better variety of minifigs. You can only use the stuff that's in the palette. Like I really wanted sombreros and like those headpieces, but they just don't exist.
And to be fair, G is from Africa, so it kind of.
North Africa.
G just built his home, and it's mate. G, beautiful building, brother. I've never seen that, man. I like it.
It's all the same little ideas. You've got the vine growing up. You've got that lattice
Yeah.
patio thing.
Yes, it's Mate, gee, on fire tonight. It does look good. Now, two things back to your radio station, right? This photo reminds me, I don't know if you've ever seen it. This is really full calling back to movie talk again in tonight's show. You ever seen American Graffiti? There's a guy
I literally watched it again last week.
You're kidding.
I just thought I need to watch that movie again. It's such a fucking good movie.
Dude, this reminds me of Wolfman. You know, imagine him in the radio, the Wolfman. But then you look at this photo and it reminds me of Airheads with Adam Sandler.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is straight out of Airheads.
Well, I found that shirt in the palette and it immediately made me think of like douchebag early morning DJ. And so I had to give him like the mustache, like friggin' Flanders. So
Actually, this is Joe Dirt. This is a scene out of Joe Dirt right here. The cleaner and the radio guy.
That's a pretty cool shirt to have in the palette. Like that is actually a pretty cool shirt.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Little receptionist, mate. It's hey, but you know, and I think Bill commented the other day too that the sand green gives it like that cool old school but unique look.
Yeah,
that's one of the first colors I used, and I was like, sand green gives it that old, hasn't been painted for 20 years kind of look.
It really does.
And you can't really see it in that picture, but there's like soundproofing on the wall behind him.
Oh yeah, the gridded foam.
Yeah, and different soundproofing on that one.
And soundproofing in the panels.
Yeah.
It's like you've been in my studio.
Only your bedroom.
Oh yeah. You have to see the mirrors on the roof somehow. But I love it, man. This one's almost like you want to build it just to have just at home for myself, purely because obviously radio and music, but perfectly set out. Bloody brilliant.
Speaking of American Graffiti, I started trying to do like a smaller one, like it's just a little building with a tower, and I just couldn't fit all the stuff in it, so I ended up going for a bigger design. That's where the Art Deco style came from.
Have you tried to do this one in real life yet?
No, because I was like pushing it to the last minute to get it done. I actually finished it before Christmas, but I knew I had so much on over Christmas, I wasn't going to get anything done afterwards. So I was like, no, I trust my skills enough that I know it's going to work.
That must be nice. No, they're awesome, dude. So we can start supporting that now for the next run.
Yeah, I think what's the date? I think it ends on Friday.
Oh,
so that one,
jump on it, everyone.
This one won't go up for crowdfunding until like next year, if it even gets selected.
So those that are in the chat, check down the chat. Grizz put the links in there, or go to bricklink.com and up the top and go to the designer program and search for Brent's name. When you get in there, I'll share my screen. When you get in there, you find obviously Brent's name. You can go in there and look at his builds. Go down, hit on the love it.
There's another guy who did a radio station as well this round, and he called his KBRK. And
no way.
Brick State. I think he called it Brick FM or something like that. I'm like, what are the chances of that? It's got a radio tower on the top.
Well, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of inspiration comes from something real. So it's you're going to get close to what you're going to be. All right, you might as well hang around next few minutes while we look at some mocks. And Henry, we're going to talk about your one first. Do you want to show the real one or the photo you sent?
No, just show the photo, bro. It doesn't look as good.
So, for those that have followed Henry for a little while, you'll know that he built Chappie 10 different ways, 5 different colors, and all this kind of stuff.
But I finally got the blue panels because they released some of the blue parts that we didn't have last time. So I just had a crack at building it again, and I changed it.
Instructions for these yet?
Oh man, I was telling the boys, Brent, I tried building the instructions, and then there was heaps of because I made it as a mock, there was heaps of collisions near the hips where the actuators were. So I had to rebuild. That's one of the reasons I rebuilt it, because I was like, if I'm making instructions, it can't have these weird connections and collisions. So I just redid it all, and it just, I guess it made it better. So that's exactly what I did, just rebuilt it.
Henry, can you hold it up just to show size?
Oh, the real one?
Yeah, it's quite big.
Are you talking about his mock?
Yeah. Mock. Mock. There you go. I pull it back a bit so you can see like top to tail. Yeah,
That's like that's taller than
pretty big.
Voltron, isn't it? That'd be taller
Yeah,
than
I guess
Voltron.
so.
It doesn't look
pretty
that big in the pictures.
No, because there's no point of reference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a banana for scale.
Banana for scale.
Yeah. I think it's like 48 centimeters or 43 centimeters, something like that. I looked up the info on Studio. So yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
Impressive. And maybe Brick Built might be there.
Maybe I was
Maybe.
thinking, should I build the moose to go with it? But that's just too big a project
You
to do.
Brent, I mean, it's a big chunk away. You doing BBX?
I wasn't going to, but I kind of felt like I should after Russell died. I don't know if you've told people on here. The original founder of Briz Bricks passed away just after Christmas.
Yep.
So I'm probably going to. I know Cade put a table aside, and he was going to use half of it for his go-karts, which will definitely be finished this time. Definitely. So I might take half a table, and maybe I'll bring the rainbow thing if I don't get a chance to build anything.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that bloody had attention all weekend, all around
Well,
anyway, wasn't it?
It's good because I can just pick it up and just drop it on a table and then walk away if I need to.
Beautiful. I think Henry as well. Doesn't Cade? I think Cade has a shirt or a jumper for me. Yeah.
He does. He does.
I'm going to wear it with pride. Just saying. We'll wait.
Well, only because I've worn it already.
That's the only reason I'm going to wear it. So for those who don't know,
it was my one, and then I give it to Bilsy. Did he tell you?
Mate, I'm going to wear it on. So Henry got to wear a special shirt one day in front of a camera, and Cade has it, and I'm going to wear it on stream and every other day, and never wash it. All right. So some mocks from Amanda's killing it lately with all the mocks. So thanks, Amanda.
That looks sick.
Very cool.
I mean, there's a lot of Lego food out there, but that one looks just nice and clean and neat. Can't.
When was that? I've seen that somewhere before. So it get posted around, or I saw that
I
one.
don't know. I don't think I've seen it. I mean, I've seen a lot of good hot dog Lego memes, but
You're always searching for hot dogs.
just yours. The bread wallet. I got the hot dog for your bread wallet, mate.
Matrix.
I mean, you're 25 years a bit late, but hey, still pretty cool,
Still cool.
mate. Anything Keanu is always going to be cool. Lego emojis. Is this one a penis or is it a finger?
It's thumbs
It's a
up.
thumbs up.
It's a penis.
That's the right one. If you
It's a penis.
turn
Not
it 90
always.
degrees to the right, then yeah. That's why
No.
the guy has the one next to it has love art.
Hey, I've seen this one before.
Hey,
It's doing the
Hey.
rounds again, mate.
must be
There
that
you
time.
go.
Did you see someone made it? It was probably a month ago. Someone actually made a full-size pack.
Yes.
Really, like a full.
Yeah,
What a
I had it on
project
my
pack.
to-do list. I started building little parts of it and thinking I'd just do little bits at a time. But
Did I save it?
thankfully, he did it, so I don't have to.
I actually did see it. And the same time I seen it, someone online was like thousands of dollars for the Hasbro version of the real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they got a replica?
Hasbro made replicas, but there weren't many of them. And on eBay now, they're like, go for stupid money, man.
Oh wow.
Talking about going viral, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Bill has. My brother made a video, and some of you guys in the chat would have seen it. His son broke his hand, and he got his hand in the cast, and he's painted it all like Thanos's
Thanos.
gauntlet.
Yes, I have. That's sick.
Dude, it's got like 8 million views or something at the moment. Like, damn. And there's no go to my website. There's no follow. There's no hint on where it come from. Like, fail. All right, and I think we're done. No one else has sent me. Adam sent me a message, but I don't think there's mocks. Oh, he sent me the clip for Gru. Perfect way to end the stream. Perfect way. Let me just try to find it because he sent me 3 minutes of it. I don't need to watch 3 minutes of it to find the cabbage comment. I'm just scrolling. Bear with me, clickers. Oh, and Grizz just found the full Lego, the backpack too. Grizz, you didn't send me. Did you send me the right link? I can't see it in this link. Anyway,
Chris with the letdown.
unless I just skipped past it and can't find it, but
That sounds more like it.
anyway, yeah. Minions: Rise of the Gru. There's a part where he goes to literally walks into his mum, and there's his mum and two dudes doing yoga next to her, and he's like, "Why does it smell like cabbage in here?"
There's that South Park episode where they say that non-stop. Have you seen that Jersey episode of South Park?
I've
Critter,
never watched.
chime in.
I've never watched a full South Park episode. That's a lot of work, huh?
Oh, dude.
Let's open it in a new tab.
Wow.
Far out.
So he did the trap as well. You've done the trap though, Brent, haven't you?
Yeah, it's still lying around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is.
Cool use of the.
I did the trap.
what
I
were
did the
bands
wand.
called? Dots
Yeah.
bracelets.
The one I was planning it was probably going to be studless or at least minimize studs, but
Oh yeah.
that one's good enough that I'm like,
Hopefully
I didn't really
this
want to
guy's
make
already-
it. I didn't really want to make it because it seems like a pain in the ass working in
Yeah.
black. I'm like, oh, everyone keeps asking me, maybe I'll try it. But thankfully, this
Yeah.
guy did it.
Says the guy that built a friggin' 2 meter tall bat cave.
Yeah, so now no one else needs to do one.
That guy. Hopefully that guy's already got a girlfriend because he definitely won't get one after this thing goes around.
Imagine redoing your Batcave now, though, Brent, with
Oh,
all
Chris.
the new Batman options and costumes and vehicles and elements.
That was around the pinnacle of costumes, though, because that was right after Lego Batman movie. So you had a shitload of minifigs from
yeah.
that. There's only been a few since then. There hasn't been a lot.
You built that after the CMFs as well, the Batman CMFs, yeah?
Yeah. So I had a
Yeah.
load all in the conveyor belt. I had to. I couldn't fit them all. I had to exclude some of them.
Mm.
All right, I found the clip as we leave.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Ready? I'll turn the sound on. That might help.
Mom?
What? Mom, who is this sweaty guy? He's stinking up the house. I thought you were cooking cabbage.
He's my new guru.
Oh man, if you know, you know. Just saying. Bloody hell. Brent's Batcave was doing the rounds again last week. Oh, every 6 months it does the rounds again.
Yeah, no one credits me for it.
No, and you know what? That's the joy of the internet, huh?
And then people tag you in it. Check out this. Yeah, I made it.
You know what though? What we're talking about before we do run off. How I was saying before, you know, that now it's not so much AFOLs because it's so ingrained into mainstream everything now. You could legit go 3, 4, 5 years back and bring out some of that stuff, mate, and no one be none the wiser. Because you know what I mean? Like, I know you don't rebuild and redesign and hold on to it forever, but you know what I mean? Like you've been around long enough to almost rinse and repeat to be new again.
All right, well, I know what I'm doing tonight then. Post on my old shit up on Instagram.
Mate, well, you could though. You know what I mean? Like, because you got to think the whole new wave of Lego now wouldn't even have seen that Batcave ever.
Well, that was how many years ago was it? That would have been at least 5 or 6 years ago, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Have you still got it? Have you still got it?
No. Hey, didn't you have to? I think you half were pulling apart when we first started talking once. You're pulling stuff off it.
It took me bloody 6 months to bloody pull that thing apart and sort the parts away.
Yeah, right.
6 feet tall.
What did Helena say? Did you see that you can build? Yeah, I did. Dave's Pokemon for $27. There was some Chinese website selling these big Pokemons for, like, yeah, 30, 40, $50.
Yeah, Megabox have got rights to them now too. Like they're everywhere. Like the Pokemon kids, they're not bad. They're not half bad.
Yeah, no, but this one was purely rip, and they're using Dave's photos with Dave in them. Grizz, check PMs. I closed Facebook, but I'll quickly have a look. You just probably shared. Did you share Brent's thing again? Hold on.
You can build like this white guy.
Oh, it is. It's a video of a white guy next to a bat cave with some. Oh Oh, guess whose video it is? Long time friend, no time caller. Epic custom bat cave. That's more than 5 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah, my hair's not as grey. Then look at that.
But again, that's the castle Lego need to bring out right there. Cinderella who?
I did contemplate trying to design a smaller version of that Wayne Manor, but even that's so bloody huge.
Yeah. If you ever want to know why grey bricks were expensive before Pokemon builds, blame Brent.
It's pronounced
go.
Pac-Man.
All right, people. What a good night. It is another one done and dusted. Don't forget, a couple of shows coming up not too far away. We've got Chandler, then we've got Sydney, then BBX and everything in between. We'll be back Wednesday night. Oh, and for those who didn't know, I streamed last Friday night too, which was interesting. So, very interesting.
You did. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday night building some Wild West.
Yeah, back into the Browns. All right, people. Back into the brown doesn't flow well. Have a good night.